Good morning or good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever time you're watching this video. Welcome to Joe's Disc Golf YouTube channel. I'm Joe, and today I'm talking about the Felon and the Criminal. I'm doing a direct comparison now. Which one is better? Dynamic Discs discontinued the Criminal, which I think is criminal. But we've got the Felon here, which, if you look at the numbers, these two discs are almost identical, with the Criminal being a 10-3-1-4 and the Felon being a 9-3-1-4. So, one speed, a 10 versus a 9. Now, when you're out at the bar, that makes a big difference, a 10 and a 9. Whew! Go for that 10 all day. But when you're talking disc golf, does it really make that big of a difference? Well, I am here to help answer that question. Does it make a big difference? Should you run out and grab all the Criminals you can? Because you're not going to be able to find these for much longer before the prices go nuts. Or should you just hang out with your Felon and just go, all right, good enough. Now, I've been throwing a Criminal for a couple years, and unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances, I took most of 2019 off. I did not even pay attention to disc golf in the slightest bit, so when I found out that the Criminal and the Slammer were both discontinued by Dynamic Discs, I was quite upset. I was beside myself. I was brought to tears. It was a very sad day, a very somber day. But everybody said, hey, look at the Felon. Felon's basically the same disc, and I went, no. I don't like change. Change is bad. Change is evil. I don't like change. I don't like it. Not one bit. I'm going to stick to my Criminal. And I have a Biofusion Criminal that is nice and beat in, flies like an Explorer. Basically, it is straight as an arrow. Gorgeous disc. And then I have my regular overstable Criminal for my overstable shots and forehand. But through some circumstances, I had lost one. Couldn't get it back in time. Went to the store. They obviously did not have Criminals. I could not wait for Amazon to get it to me 3 days later. 3 days. Do you know how long that is in disc golf terms? That is crazy. When you're playing every single day, 3 days is an eternity. So I picked up the Felon and went, yeah, it's good. It's not my Criminal, but it's good. I decided that I should take this out to the field and throw a few of these. And I did. I ran a bunch of experiments. I checked it out on backhand anhyzer, backhand flat, backhand hyzer, forehand anhyzer, forehand flat, forehand hyzer. And you know what I found out? A lot of fun things. I am terrible at throwing hyzers. I threw it into a light pole twice in my open field. There is a light pole, and you can see in the video here that there is a light pole, and I smoked it from probably 150 feet. So my Criminal has a little bit of a mark on it, but that's okay because I did extensive testing, and in most cases, they flew identical. I could not get them to fly any difference. Now, you put this in the hands of a pro, you give this to an Eagle McMahon, a Simon Lizotte, a Paul Macbeth, and I'm sure they can give you some different flights out of this. I'm sure that one speed would actually make a difference for a pro. But for your average Joe here, who is currently rated as an 896, yeah, it's not really a big difference. At first, I'd like to think that I felt a bit of a difference here on the rim. But as I tried to do a blind test here, yeah, it's a little different. This rim is a little smaller because the way Dynamic Discs measures speed is through rim width. So a 10 is going to have a slightly wider rim than a 9. And as much as I try to feel that, I can a little bit, but does it really make that big of a difference when I'm going out to throw this? Not at all. Not at all. So just to wrap things up here, quick conclusion. The Criminal, fantastic disc. Love this thing. Will keep throwing it until I lose it. But there is a place for the Felon. I did not find any significant differences that weren't thrower error, which, let's face it, I was throwing on a super windy day. I did not find any significant differences from this. And that's exactly what Dynamic Discs basically said. They said, hey, we got the Criminal, we got the Felon. These two are almost identical discs. Let's get rid of one of them. Hey, the Criminal isn't selling that great, especially compared to the Felon. So bye-bye Criminal. Now, if the roles were reversed, if the Felon wasn't selling that great and the Criminal was selling gangbusters, then they would have kept the Criminal. Overall, between these two discs, not a big difference. So, you should go out and get a Felon. Felon is amazing. It's a fantastic disc. I will keep a Criminal just to have. Go, hey, you remember that disc? That was a cool disc. Just like my Michelin and Rakuten, the Rocket. I will keep those and hang them on my wall. Make my office at work look very pretty and make everybody question me. But my office will look pretty in my eyes. And that's what matters. That my office looks pretty to me. With my Criminal, my Michelin, my Rakuten, and any other cool stamps that I have up there. So, I've been Joe. This is Joe's Disc Golf channel. You can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Joe's Disc Golf. Go ahead and follow me there. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this one, give me a big ol' thumbs up. It really helps with other people to find this. If you really like this content, go ahead and subscribe. We publish new content weekly. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to see you all in the next video.